Hi all. Today we will be looking into introduction to psychology in this video. First of all, we will be looking into definition. Then we will see psychology as a science, goals and fields of psychology. So first of all, we will look into definition of psychology. Psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental process. So, what is behavior? Behavior includes all of our outward and overt actions and reactions, such as talking, facial expressions, and movement. The term mental process refers to all the internal, covert, that is, the hidden activities of our minds, such as thinking, feeling, and remembering. So, now the question arises, why do we call psychology as scientific? So, to study the behavior and mental processes in both animals and humans, researchers must observe them. Whenever a human being observes anyone or anything, there is always a possibility that the observer will see only what they expect to see. But psychologists will not let these things happen, the possible biases, and make faulty observations. They want to be precise and to measure as carefully as they can. They use a scientific, systematic approach to study psychology, which is scientific. So we can see like why we call this psychology as a science. Psychology uses scientific methods, as I said before, and it is factual. The psychological laws are universal and are verifiable. Psychology also discovers the cause and effect relationship, and it can predict human behavior. Now, we will look into the goals of psychology. So, what are the goals of psychology? First of all, psychology describes what's happening and explains why is it happening. Then it can predict when will it happen again. And finally, the fourth goal is control. How can it be changed? Now, we will look into the fields of psychology. There are several fields of psychology. First, we will look into what is behavioral genetics. Behavioral genetics studies the inheritance of traits related to behavior. Next, behavioral neuroscience examines the biological basis of behavior. Clinical psychology deals with the study of diagnosis and treatment of psychological disorders. Clinical neuropsychology, this area unites clinical psychology and biopsychology, focusing on the relationship between the biological factors and psychological disorders. Next is cognitive psychology, which focuses on the study of higher mental processes. Counseling psychology, which focuses on primary adjustment problems. Cultural psychology studies the similarities and differences in psychological functions in and across various cultural and ethnic groups. Next is developmental psychology, which examines how people grow and change from the moment of conception to death. Educational psychology deals with teaching and learning processes, such as the relationship between motivation and performance. Environmental psychology. It considers the relationship between people and their physical environment. Evolutionary psychology considers how behavior is influenced by our genetic inheritance from our ancestors and how change and progress influence human behavior. Next is forensic psychology, which focuses on the legal issues such as determining the accuracy of witnesses, conducting tests, and analyzing situations. Then, health psychology, which explores the relationship between psychological factors and physical ailment or diseases. Then we have industrial or organizational psychology, is considered with the psychology of workplace, recruitment, well-being, improving workplace standards, etc. Personality psychology focuses on the consistency in people's behavior over time and the traits that differentiate one person from another. Then, psychology of women, which focuses on the issues that are discriminating against women and the causes of violence against women. Then we have school psychology, which involves counseling children in elementary and secondary schools who have academic or emotional problems. Then we have social psychology, which is the study of how people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are affected by the others. Sports psychology applies psychology to athletic activity and exercises. The final program evaluation, which focuses on assessing programs to determine the effectiveness of the program and make suggestions for improvement. So, this is all for today's video. We will see in the next video. Thank you.